So this is the way you do the fisherman's rib in the round. And what you do, I'm using the needles that the yarn calls for. This is a number 4 worsted yarn, and these are number 8 US needles, which is the same as 5 millimeters. And I cast it on my stitches. I have 80 stitches here, and it has to be a multiple of 2, which means an even number of stitches. I used the long tail cast on, and then I did 1 round of knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, because you do need that round for the base. So let's do round number 1. Okay, round number 1, I'm using the magic loop, and like that you can have as many stitches as you want. So if you don't want that many to make, like, let's say a glass case or anything like that, you can use this method. So that is the first stitch that we see, and it shows as a knit. But since we have that row below that is a knit and a purl, so you see that space underneath, so you're going to knit into that space and then purl. So knit on the row below, which is that space there, and then purl. So again, knit into that space on the row below, and purl. Knit on the row below, and purl. Let's see what happened here. Okay, so knit into the row below, that space on the previous round, and purl 1. So again, knit on the row below, and then purl, and you go around this way until you reach where you started that round. Okay, so round number 2, we are going to do like if it was the other side, but on this, since we're working only on one side, we're going to knit the first one normally, and then bring your yarn to the front and purl that stitch from the row below. So that one is the stitch, and you go underneath that horizontal stitch there, so the row below, and take off. So knit 1 and purl on the row below, which is that space right there. So knit and purl from the row below. So knit normally and purl from the row below, so below that little horizontal stitch there. So knit and purl from the row below. And I will see you when I finish this round. I will make a few more rounds so that you can see how it looks. And it's really very easy. I thought it was going to be very difficult when I first learned it. But no, piece of cake. I'll see you later. This is the way the stitch looks once you have several rows. See how pretty that is, and it's the same on both sides. So let me show you what to do in order to bind off. So you have something similar to what you have at the beginning. You're just going to knit one, purl one, and bind off, and knit one, bind off, purl one, bind off, and that's it. Knit in pattern. So knit and purl. Knit, bind off, and purl. And that's it. This is the way it looks once it's done. See how pretty that is? So thank you for watching. Share us with your friends and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.